want to introduce you to Melissa Maas, and she kindly sent us an email about her story.
Good to have you.
It's so good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You had a very tragic situation happen, but fortunately, your daughter is doing well and making strides. So your daughter was a near drowning victim. And can you tell us a little bit about what happened?
Yes, so September of 2019, she was 19 months old. We did have a pool without a fence, and she did find her way out there in the early morning, and she did fall in the pool. My husband found her, and from that point on, everything kind of just started at that point. She was admitted to Phoenix Children's. Those first 48 hours were extremely critical, but she did. She's a fighter, and she's our miracle baby. And so that's kind of where her journey started.
I can see the emotion on your face even just right now reflecting. I mean, I can't imagine how horrendous that must have been to go through.
Oh, it's horrible. It's every parent's nightmare, I think. But I feel that she is a fighter, and we're here today, because of her and her will to be here. So she has a big story. Someday she will tell us.
You emailed us because specifically you wanted to talk about the treatment that you have found right here, in fact, right down the street from our studios, a chiropractic neurologist who you said changed everything for you guys. How?
He is a chiropractic neurologist, like you said, and the way he is with most of his kiddos, all pediatric brain injuries, is it's amazing. He's just the compassion, the care, the attention. He's not just, coming in, taking his notes, and just kind of sending you on your way with, a medication or a treatment plan per se. He's working with the neuroplasticity, which I know you're very familiar with as well. And that's trying to create new pathways for Eviana to figure things out, such as crawling or walking, talking, things that she was doing prior to her accident. And she's just created a bond with him that's just, I think, helped projected her treatment even further.
And I know Brandon has a bunch of questions. I just wanted to mention we're talking here about, I should have said his name, Dr. Connor Bohr.
Yes.
And this is someone who people are flying in from all around the country because of this work that he's doing.
What are some of the modalities? What is this doctor doing that some of the other experts haven't done yet?
So he works a lot with a red light, and everybody always asks, what's the red light? And it's a low-level laser that's used in smaller increments that help kind of energize the cells, and that kind of helps too. The fact that these kiddos are still young and that neuroplasticity, they can create those new pathways, is what he is kind of focusing on. He's just trying to integrate and get things going for these kiddos where the damaged areas. So basically, it's like treating a damaged muscle. It's the same thing with the brain. So he's working these different areas of the brain to try to get that reintegrated.
What's some of the progress that you have seen in your own daughter from when this incident happened nearly 3 years ago to where your daughter is today?
So when she was discharged from the hospital, we were basically told her quality of life was what it was at that time. So basically non-mobile, non-verbal, not eating. She did have a G-tube for feeding. And I just knew as her mom, no, that's not where, I guess I wouldn't accept it. So we went on and I did research. I just kind of went down that rabbit hole and just found doctors and specialists that, had worked or treated other kiddos, and that's when Dr. Connor Bohr came into the picture, and that was just it. So grateful that we found him, because she's now moving around, rolling around. She's so close to crawling. She can pick stuff up. She's eating food. She doesn't have a G-tube anymore. She's not on any medications. So it's all these holistic approaches that have helped her brain kind of start to create these new pathways.
This is an incredibly deep trauma that all of you have gone through. How have you been personally navigating? I mean, you're the mom. I could tell you're tough, and you're going to be tough for your daughter. And thank God she's doing so well. But how are you doing, and what's helping to get you through?
Her, actually. I get my strength from her. It's just, you just go forward. I just chose, I think from the beginning, to not dwell on what happened or, what could have been or what. Let's go. I just knew that she has a bigger plan for her. So I kind of went with that and just found, did what I have to do. And you just kind of go day by day and push through, and yeah, that's it.
And we appreciate you coming in and sharing your story, reaching out to us, and to this doctor, Dr. Connor Bohr. We're going to have him on the show since he's just down the street from our studio. I'll just have him walk on down.
Literally. Yeah,
But thank you
he'd
for
be happy
educating.
to.
Thank
Yeah.
you for educating, because
Absolutely.
as sad as this is to say, it's not going to be the last time that this happens to a family.